Hello, in this video we're going to be talking about how to set our Mac OS device to be able to connect to Avhe and the ultimate goal of connecting to the DHA Desktop using Mac hardware. Chrome. So we're going to go to google.com and type Google Chrome. Select whatever link gets you there. I'm going to download it for Mac OS X. Wait for it to finish downloading and install. And then we wait until it's finished installing. And then we're good to go. Space for Mac, so we're gonna go launch Google Chrome or whatever browser at this point, but here's where Google Chrome is. Wait for it to launch, and then going to google.com, switch it to English because I'm in Japan, and then type Citrix Workspace for Mac, and then going to be here at citrix.com/downloads, and then we're going to scroll down to download file, and then we're going to wait for that to download. Once it's downloaded, we will run it by clicking Citrix Workspace. It'll let you know that it's been downloaded from the internet, and then it'll give you another warning. Hit continue, agree, and then allow it to install. You will need to type in your username's password, and then we will wait here for about a minute. And then once it's done, you will see you have this screen here that'll say add account. We'll just go ahead and continue it, and then it'll say installation was successful, and then we can move our installation files to the trash and close this. On this part is to go ahead and download the DoD certificates to allow your computer to connect to Avhe and any DoD website or server successfully. So what we're going to do is we're going to type in the search publiccyber.mil for us to get to the DoD Cyber Exchange. So from here we're going to click PKI, PKE, and then public key infrastructure, and then we're going to hover over end users and click get started, and then here we're going to go under Windows, although we're on a Mac. And then here we're going to select PKCS7 bundle, and it's going to download a file. Once we've done that, we could go ahead and minimize this and then go to our downloads folder and double click that to where it will now open up a new folder here that will open, and then we're going to go ahead and launch these one by one. So for the first one, it may or may not ask you for a password, but you should see a bunch of certificates spamming into the login keychain, and then we go back to our folder, and then we do the same thing. I'm actually going to make these together so I could go through these quickly. And then almost each one of these should add some sort of certificates. And then once you get through all of the files, you could go ahead and close the folder. And then you'll notice in the keychain, you'll see all of these certificates, and then you'll see 3 with red X's. So we need to change those red X's. We're going to right click the file with the red X, and then we're going to click Get Info. And then you're going to click the Trust tab, and then you're going to change this when it says when using the certificate, you're going to change it to Always Trust. And then when you close this, it's going to ask for your password. And then you type that in, and then it should be good to go. Strongly recommend that you have fingerprint login on this. This makes it way easier. Same thing for here. You change all these until they all have a blue plus next to them. And then the last one. And then type in your password. And then your screen should now look like this with a bunch of certificates and all the DoD root CAs with a blue plus. You should restart your computer. To restart your computer, obviously you click the apple and then restart. This is to allow the Citrix application to fully function. If you don't, you might find that it won't do anything when you go to run Avhe. So now we're going to go ahead and open up Google Chrome for the last time, and then we're going to navigate to avhe.health.mil, and then you're going to select DoD ID CA, not the email one, and then put your PIN in. And then it's going to want to detect the receiver. You can allow it to detect the receiver if you want. You could click cancel, it doesn't really matter. If it stays here and does nothing, obviously you could just go ahead and click already installed. Either or is fine. And then we will wait for this to launch. And then click accept. So you could start using the regular applications, but if you put a ticket in to get the DHA Desktop added to your account, you'll have a tab that says Desktops, and then you can run the file here. It's going to soon download a file for you. Giving it a second. And then click the file to run it. And then the Citrix icon over here is going to bounce. And then you will see this icon over here for Citrix Viewer to start the desktop. And then it should launch. And then you are now in the DHA Desktop session on a Mac OS device. And then you should be able to operate in the environment without interruption.